Hi everyone, it's Gail. I am going to work some more on my design team project for Blue Fern Studios using the A Romantic Life collection. So gonna do some work on the cover, do some embossing and such. So before we get started, hi and hugs to Donita, Betty, Amber, and Maria. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your comments and everything. So first thing I'm going to do is a little bit of embossing. I wanted to emboss this little piece that says A Romantic View for the one pocket, and then also do the pieces that are going to go on the front. So I think these two I'm going to do in a copper. And then this piece for the cover I'm going to do in cranberry, it's called. I think that will be pretty. So I'll show you the embossing. These are old. I got them at an estate sale, but Stamp and Stuff is the cranberry. This one's Embossing Arts Company. That's the copper. So I don't know. I have no idea if you can still get them or not, but okay, what do I want else? I think I want a piece of paper so that I can work on that, or maybe, hang on. I'll just get this piece of wax paper will work great. I think I'll move my book totally. Yeah, so thought I'd get it going on this a little bit. I have like 3 videos lined up of stuff to do. So, I don't know. I don't know why I feel like I mean, really my life is pretty much the same, but I feel like I have more time for some reason. Okay, so we're gonna do this A Romantic View. Okay, got that. This is we're doing in copper. Okay, let's do this thing. Okay, I'm still not, I still don't know for sure the very best way to do this because I get myself all messy. I did grab my tweezers so that I could, maybe I can just, yeah, I'm not sure the best way to do this. I just do the best I can, you know. It's just a little tricky, but it's kind of sticky, so I hate to get my fingers too much in it either, but okay, we're gonna hope we got that pretty good. Copper. I'm excited to see what this looks like. Oh, well, there's enough there. Got enough on that. Okay. Let's just pick that up gently if I can. Kind of flick it off. I'm going to set this over here while we dry this. Ooh, that's pretty. All right, did that. Let's see, I don't need that anymore. Oh, that's pretty. I don't know. Let me get it up here and see if you can you see how coppery that is? Okay, so let's set this over here, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the jar before we do the flourish. Is going to be copper as well. that'll be good. Okay. All right. So now the flourish. Let's see, and I should tell you what I used, the blue fern thing. Okay, the one is Heart to Heart. That was where A Romantic View and True Love Story came from, is that one. And then the flourish one, so Heart to Heart. And then this one, Swirly Whirls, was called Swirly Whirls. Okay, so you know that. Okay, so let's get this inked up. Sometimes you just got to get in there and get sticky, don't you? I was trying to stay clean, but I do have some baby wipes over there I can rely on. So just looking to make sure I got all the spots. I think I did. I think we're good that way. There we go. Okay. I wasn't quite covered. Now it's under a pile. Come on. Ah, shoot. Just rubbed it off of there. As you can see, I am not the most adept embosser, but I get it done, kind of. Okay. Okay. All right. That one's done in the copper as well. Yeah, that's pretty. I like it. I like it. Okay, so now we're going to switch gears and do the cranberry on this other one. And this other one might be tricky because I think it kind of broke apart. So might have to do a little, I don't know, probably nothing glue won't fix, but okay. Copper is done. Cranberry. Okay, so let's look at this. Oh, I see. It just does, it's just not connected right there. So I don't think it's supposed to be. Okay. So it's not broken. It just has the R and the U come apart a little bit. So, okay. Ugh. Now, if I don't break it, that would be good. Okay. Looks pretty good. This cranberry is one of my favorites. This, and there's one, I think it's the same brand as this, and it's called Peacock, and I love that one too. So, okay. Can't quite figure out how to pick it up. There we go. Okay. Whoa. Whoa. There we go. I got it trapped now. Okay. Phew, that's smelly. I definitely got it. Got it done though. Okay. So I'll show you this one. See, I guess it's hard to see the sparkles, but it's really a pretty color. Okay, so that's done. Yay. Okay, so we can get rid of these. We can get rid of our tweezers once I clean them off a little bit. Oh, wait, I gotta put my leftover cranberry in, don't I? Yeah, thanks for telling me. I'm sure you guys did. Whoopsie, Gail, you forgot something. Out of sight, out of mind, even if it's just over to sitting on the Hoosier. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just put all of this stuff in here. I didn't need my pen. I thought I might, my Versamark pen, but okay. So we're done with that. I'm going to just set that and this piece of paper. I think I'm going to try and get that in the garbage a little bit. Okay, I'm going to set this over on the table. I'll be right back. Alrighty then, we did that. So now, even with the wax paper, I still have a few grits here and there. Okay, so let's get the cover. And I want to put this kind of like that. And I want to put the True Love Story right there, I think. I'm just looking at it, deciding if I want anything else on the cover. I could hang on one second. So funny how I get my room so torn apart when I'm doing videos, because I got to grab this or grab that. Okay, I'm going to grab out and just look at what flowers I have. I was just seeing if I might like some flowers in that corner there. I'm going to play with that a little bit just to see. Goodness. Sometimes these packagings are hard to get into. Okay, of course I want the one that's up at the top. Oh my gosh, it's just stuck in there. Oh, I see. All right. I was looking at this one. And about maybe this little guy right in there. I don't think I have any blue ones left. I was just looking in my other collections from Blue Fern, but I don't think I do. So I think that might need to be it. I do kind of like that though. I like that better than just plain. So I think we'll do that just for fun. Okay. Okay. All right. I'll get rid of this because we don't need this. All right. So now we're going to glue. Is my glue book? I have some pages here. Yeah, I'll use those to glue on. And I'm going to use Art Glitter Glue. It's awesome for doing these chipboard pieces because, you know, it comes out in a small, tiny little line. I've been getting a lot of questions about the Art Glitter Glue. So if anyone's new or doesn't know about Art Glitter Glue, there's no glitter in it. That people wonder about that. It's just in the name because you can do a thin line of it and you can sprinkle glitter on it. That's why it's named that. But anyway, if you're interested in some Art Glitter Glue, I do have it on my favorite things on my website. I love it. Can't live without it. It's one of those must-have crafting tools, if you ask me, because I don't know how I do this otherwise. You know, there are fine tip bottles that you can get for sure also, but yeah, I do like it. So just going over every letter with it so that this will be nice and stuck down. Okay, I kind of want that right there, I think. I think about like that. Looks good. All right, and then we're gonna put this on first, and then we'll tuck the flowers around it. So yeah, I wanted to get this done today, and then I wanted to get it bound. So hopefully we can get those two things, and then can think about working on the book more. So Mike and I had a new experience today. He bought himself hair clippers because of course the hair salons are closed, and his hair drives him nuts if it gets too long because he's got super thick hair. I mean, really, it's hair anyone would love, but he hates it. You know how that goes. Anywho, if it gets too long, it drives him bonkers. So he got himself this clipper set and said, "You're gonna be my new hairstylist." And I'm like, ay, are you sure you want to do this? But he was sure. So we did. We got, do I want it that way or want it this way? I think I want it this way. Yeah, we got it done, and it looks really good. So I consider myself a crafter slash hair, no, probably more like a barber because it's just clippers. But it was scary because I was scared I was going to cut him, but no, it was fine. Although I notice I have something going on right there. That's probably a Jimmy Joe, is what that is. He doesn't mean to, but you know, it's not his teeth anymore, and he doesn't do the there, I think. He doesn't do the puppy biting anymore, but he does, you know, his claws. If he gets so excited, and he's happy to see you. And he tends to, he's doing good on the, I'll tell him down, and he'll go, he'll, you know, he won't jump all the time. For a while there, he was jumping all the time. It was driving us crazy, but he's doing better now on that. Let that right there. I think I do. Okay, so right. So anyway, yeah, he's growing out of a lot of that crazy puppy stuff. Thank goodness. Holy moly. But every once in a while, he still catches me with one of his claws. He doesn't mean to. He doesn't mean to hurt his mom, but every now and again. And, you know, I'm on blood thinners because of my heart. So it's like, careful, Jimmy Joe. You don't want mama bleeding out on you. Oh, dear. Yeah. No, he's a good boy. It snowed, and he loves the snow. So he's been a happy camper. Okay, so we're just gonna let that sit and get itself all dry. Meanwhile, we'll find the pocket that the other one goes on. So I'll just set this aside for a second, and then that pocket is towards the back, I do believe. Right there. There it is. Okay, so it's this pocket. All right, so then this is going to go right there. There's lace across there. I'm debating whether I want to put like real lace there. First of all, we need a distress ink. That's what we need to do first. Yeah, so we got again like 5 or 6 inches of snow. It's like, oh gosh, it's spring. Couldn't it be rain? But I'm grateful for the moisture in whatever form it takes, really, because we didn't get that much snow this winter, and so it makes you kind of afraid of the fire danger. So we'll take it however we can get it, even if it is late season snow. Okay. So you might as well do the other side while we're at it, huh? So, and I don't know if I told you, but I already have an idea for the next collection. I think the next collection coming out from Blue Fern is going to be the Jane's Memoirs that Jen Bishop designed. Super excited for that one, and I already know what I'm doing for it, so kind of excited about that. Okay. All right, so now I just have to make up my mind, don't I? I do think I want a little more texture even than that. So I think some lace across there would be good. I don't know if I'm going to have what I want in here or not. Sorry, stretching that lace out, hit the camera arm. Oh, that might be cute there, huh? I think so. All right, so I gotta make sure I have the right side up. I think it goes this way. Okay, so we are just going to do that, and then I'll clip off the end a little bit. Okay. Hoping that's sort of where the flowers are going to be. I don't know. Ooh, I did pretty good. Or well. Did I do good or well? I did well, I think. I had the best English teacher in the world when I was in middle school. But there's still a couple things in the English language that confound me. Good and well is one of them. I never know which one I'm supposed to be using. Boy, I can figure out commas though. We must have had a whole unit on commas or something, because so I'm filming this. This won't go on and for another week, because I'm a week ahead on my filming, as I've told you. But today is April Fool's. So my daughter saw something. I don't know if it was on Facebook or what. You guys might have seen it, but it was like a pretend. Oh, you guys, only if you were in Montana, probably, unless they did it all over. But there was like it was like it was a news article on Facebook, but it said Montana schools require students to repeat the grade they're in, because they've been at home with the coronavirus. Well, my daughter showed it to her kids. That was their April Fool joke. Showed it to her kids and said, "Yeah, I guess you have to repeat your grade." And the 13-year-old was like, "Well, okay, that's weird, but okay." So I loved it. Didn't even get hardly any reaction out of her. And the little one, they're about to move houses, and the little one was just worried it was going to delay their move, because they'll be moving out of the school district that they're in. But oh gosh, I thought that was funny. And then my daughter-in-law said, "Oh, we have to do that to our girls." So they did. She said they didn't think it was funny. Of course, those grandkids are older, so it wasn't as mean as it would have been to a little kid who would have not gotten it right away that mom and dad were pulling their legs. Okay, well, I'm liking that. Maybe I could get this up to the camera a little bit more. That's a pretty little pocket. Okay, so we did that. Now, the next thing I kind of wanted to do is to put this together, but I'm feeling like I want to make sure those are dry. So I'll show you this kind of binding. This one is just a manual. You thread it through. But there's other kind of bindings that you actually use the machine for. You stack onto these bindings, and then you squash the binding so it wraps around. But I decided I wanted to use this kind on this one. So I always kind of confuse myself with this, but we're going to go for it. So I think my cover is dry enough. So I'm just going to thread this through the first hole here. We're just going to do it. It's not super exciting because it's you just watching me do this, but hey, it's what I'm doing in my craft room today. And if you guys are going to come play, oh, yeah, I had a couple of messages from friends. "What are you doing in your craft room today?" I said, "Well, just finished cutting my husband's hair, so I haven't haven't gotten into my craft room yet, which I was trying not to make a super big mess with it, you know, with the hair I was cutting. So I was trying, as I was doing the trimmers, I was trying to I need to distress this before I put it on. I'm not worried about the regular pages. I can distress those as I go. I didn't get that done. I told you I was going to do that off camera and I didn't get it done. Anyways, I was trying to catch the hair as it was falling. Well, I gave up on that pretty quick because I thought, well, the most important thing is that I give him a decent haircut. It's not, I can always sweep, right? And I think once it's nice enough, we'll do it outside and it can just blow away. The squirrels and the birdies can use it for padding in their nests. Can do that. Okay. Sorry about that. Just saw that and thought, oh, I better do that. Okay. So then it's just a matter of twisting it up and through is what it is basically. And it goes pretty quick. I actually like this type of binding better than the metal that you squish, but I have a lot of those too that I need to use them up. And I have a lot of, this will be cut off, and I have a lot of the cutoffs of this, which are kind of fun to make smaller little like scrap journals. I've done that before, not in a long time. It's been a long time since I did that. But yeah, you just keep going. Did I say I got a call from a friend I hadn't heard from in a long time today? That was fun. I think people just are reaching out because they, first of all, they have time and they're just kind of, you know, just kind of lonesome and stuff. So it's April, which means I need to do my craft text project again. Haven't used my last one yet as far as making a journal from it, but it's great because I'm just going to have all these covers made of craft text that as I want to do the journals, I can do them. So I think that'll be great. So I'm gonna do one more video today. After this one, I'm gonna do one for Patreon. It is the second quarter, and every quarter on Patreon, I give my Patreon folks an early bird notice of a listing of a journal so that they kind of have first dibsies at it. So I made one that I actually did the videos on Patreon. So that's the journal I'm going to use for this quarter's early bird notification. So I want to do that video today because it's the first of the month. And then tomorrow, since I won't have to cut Mike's hair, oh, see, I got that a little over. That's what I was talking about. If you don't get that pushed in just right, then it slides off. I think it's going to be fine, but I didn't do a very good job of cutting that. Anyway, so I won't have Mike's hair to cut tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be my Patreon benefits day where I send them all their benefits and stuff. So that'll be fun. And then my husband, this was one of those things you just shake your head at. But the batteries in our car fob thing, our key fob thing, and our car is one that, what is it, keyless or whatever, and so you just have the fob and it starts, you know, that's what starts the car. Well, yesterday we went to go to, oops, darn it, went to go to the pharmacy, and sure enough, it decided to be out of batteries. So it's never happened before. We didn't know what to do about it, so Mike called the car place, and so he has to take the key fob things in and have the batteries replaced. It's just like, we're supposed to be staying at home. It's so aggravating to me. It's like every day there's something, I swear, that he has to go out for. I'm exaggerating. It's not every day, but this one was like, no, not now. I know a lot of people are experiencing that, though, things that are going a little bit haywire, and it's not a great time to get things fixed. And my friend that called, her heater went on the blink. Well, she's at home and it's still cold here. Today it's 16 degrees. So she had to call and get it fixed, and she was upset about that because she hasn't even been seeing her daughters. They get her groceries and leave them on the porch and stuff, and it's just like, oh, what a time for things like that to happen. I said, well, thank God those people are still working that do such things, because I would say heat in Montana right now is definitely an essential service. Definitely is. So yeah, but so Mike's he's gonna do that tomorrow too, before the weekend. And I guess you got to look at it as you're giving those folks a reason to be at work, you know. So that's good. Okay, so we're through. And so what I do is I try and pull it through a bit. It's just a matter of twisting it a bit. Now I'm going to take the end here, and I have my needle nose pliers, and I just grab my needle nose pliers and I give it a little twist like that. Just a little twist so that it doesn't come undone. And then down here, we're going to clip this. See, so we have this little piece left that you can make a little book with. And then this one's going to be, I think I can bend that without my pliers. Okay, so it's a bound journal now. Tis it is. So that's fun. Gosh, that is so pretty. So now it's just decorating. See, this is going to come out a little, but it's okay. I could have put whatchamacallit, hole reinforcers on it if I had thought of it beforehand. Or I can pull it out, one or the other. I'm just deciding what I want to do. Or I could cut it off. I could do that. I could cut it off right there. Maybe I'll do that. Let me use these. And we're just gonna do this as straight as possible. Okay. And then I think I'll use my better check my time too. Oh, I'm doing fine. Okay, we're just gonna go in and give it a thumb hole. Maybe. I have to sit down to do it. I was in the way of my camera. Yeah, I think Jamie told me that in my new setup that every now and again my head's poking through, so sorry about that. But she said no big deal. I said, yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it is. Okay, that's better. And now we can decorate that a little bit, but oh, the other thing I was thinking is I might like to stamp this some. Probably should have done that before I bound it. That's okay. Maybe I won't stamp it. Maybe I'll use the ephemera. Like, I feel like that can be a pocket because that's just a fairly plain page. So I have this one scrap that's so pretty that I really did want to use. So let's make it a pocket. I'm just thinking about what kind of pocket. I mean, it would be just fine like this. And I just take off a bit. But what if we made it, what if I cut that corner to corner? Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to do. I didn't think I'd get to do any of the decorating stuff today, so I'm kind of happy. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this corner to corner best I can. And then I'm thinking of putting that down there. I was thinking about having that up above, but maybe not. I mean, I could use that on a different page, but I do like that. That's pretty. Okay. I love this bit of flowers right there. That is so pretty. So then how do we want to decorate this little piece up? I'll put it like that, and then we'll cut around and round the corner a bit. Because that will be nice there. And what do I want to put on? I have all of these, you know. But I was thinking of putting the little sayings and stuff on some of the pages. I was thinking of doing that. I think I might just need to get these out to look at. Okay. So, might be kind of fun to figure out what of those do we have? What little things that say things do we have? That one has a word. That one's little. Got a feeling there's an L and a VE that go with that. I think she could just be a tuck spot. That would be cute as a tuck spot. See, here's some banner thingies. Here's some more words. Words and words and words. There's the L. Sweet. Okay. There's another banner. There's a V. Here's an E. Thinking about putting this on this front page, the LOVE. There's a couple little hearts. And this is, these are fairly small. That could go, this is pretty small too. Oh, and we've got some circles. Okay. Just trying to think of what I don't want to cover up those flowers is my deal. Okay. Let's see what this would look like. Will it even fit is the question. No, not like that. Oh, I could go like this. Could go like that. That's cute. Okay. Okay, well, I'm gonna stick this down. I did like the back side of this too, though, but that's the darn thing with double-sided paper. You have to come to decide, and that's why I love Blue Fern gives you two. You know, when you order, you get two of the same paper. So, like, if you really love the back, you can use the front on something and then the back on something. Okay. Okay. Put that down, and I'm going to have to cut a bit of that, am I? If I can get it lined up right. There we go. Yep, just a tiny bit. Yeah, these papers are lovely. Okay, so then I think I'm gonna put these down just for fun. And I don't know how much more of this I'll do on camera. I did want to bind the book so you could see, but I just might work on this and then I'll do a flip through, okay? Because, yeah, because I need to do the flip through so that they can put it on the Blue Fern blog. But yeah, I think I'll do that because I have so many things I want to do, and have to get a feel for where to put this. Okay. But we did a little bit of decorating, and we'll do more. I mean, I'll do more, and then you never know, if I need to make something for it, a journal card or something, I might come back on to do that. I don't know. But like I say, I have a couple of other things I want to do. I want to do my next 3 and 30. I am already, all this stuff is over there waiting for me to do it. And then, so I want to do that. And then I have my next two projects ready to go, and actually have started a little bit on them, so those two. Okay, that's going to be good. That'll be fun to kind of write around. Yeah, it worked out great. And then what I was wondering is, what time is it? We're doing good. We're doing good. I need you guys to stick down if you would, please. Yep. Good. Good, good. Give that a little extra on that corner that I cut. I'm just gonna leave that for now. I'm just not sure. But you know, I have a bunch of cutoffs that would make good tags, like this one. Could put something on that. And just make it a journal card. Goes in. Maybe I'll just do that. Because that would be fun to write on with the lace and everything. Sorry, I was holding that kind of close to me instead of where you could see it. Okay. I think I might need something behind that, you know, like some lace or something. I have this bit. Might be nice. See, where's my... This is my teeny tiny ring, and so, oh, the opening's right there. That is awesome. Okay. Do I have for little fabrics up here? Oh, you know, it'd be kind of fun. Look at these little birds. I think I'm going to put that right there. It's one of my little crocheted birds. I showed those on a Happy Mail. I should have put a note or something in there so I'd know right off, but I didn't, of course. I don't think I did. Yeah, when I put them away, I didn't. So I'll look that up. I'll look that up for you. Okay. That down kind of middle of the card. I'm gonna stick to that. If not, I might have to use a little Fabri-Tac. I think it's going to stick though. I think I will use Fabri-Tac for the birdie though. There's already a little birdie right there, but then there's one here. I think I just like him right there. Okay. Your head sticking down okay, little bird? I think it is. Okay, well, I didn't really plan to do that, but that's really cute. I like that. Just kind of fun, something different. All right, that in there, like so. And I'm happy with that page. That's nice. Let's see, I do need to distress out here though. I mean, you could like put a label and put your name right there in that area. Don't have any, I mean, labels from this collection. I could make one, I suppose, with a maybe a This Book Belongs To or something. Let's see, what pieces do I have? I have this one. I like the blue. Let's see if we can do that. Got a few minutes. Okay. What I'm thinking I'd like to do, ooh, that's going to fit just perfect. What I'm thinking I'd like to do is maybe do a decorative punch on the corners or something. Yeah, okay. Let's see. I'm just looking through my punches, guys. Be back in a second. I think I might try this one. Hopefully it doesn't go into the writing. We'll see. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Just what I wanted. Okay, so let's cut that. Maybe right about there. Another scrap to use at some point. This is, I think this is yep, Fisker's. There, we got it. Okay. Empty that out a little bit, and let's see, how's that go again? Like that. Okay. really kind of like that right there. Yeah, I do. Was just thinking if I wanted anything behind it at all. No, I think I might just put that on there like that. Sorry if I'm off camera, I'm just gluing around the edges here. Okay, yeah, I like that. Gave that page a little more personality, didn't it? The other thing I need to look at for this is cutting out some of these journaling cards. Oh my gosh, I'm clear over an hour. Anyway, thanks guys. Oh, thanks for watching. Stay safe and well and have a grateful day. We'll see you next time. Bye.